mom's at. Raising kids, cleaning shit, sweet alone.
Clear that people want to go deep and figure out what it is. It's usually, let me just like drink and crochet. You know what I mean? So
let's eat some more.
Exactly.
I know. I love eating my feelings. That's what I do first. Yeah.
Yeah. Hot Cheetos and chocolate for me, or pickles.
Perfect.
You would think pregnancy, but no, it's depression.
Those are all serious Prego foods. Yeah, jeez.
So I'm in Virginia Beach, feeling heavy, can't crack it, doing all the things. Anyways, there's a family there that I was kind of friends with. Like, I knew them, but we weren't actually friends when they lived in LA, but we knew of each other. They moved to Virginia Beach, and they're like, hey, why don't you guys come over? We'll treat you to lunch, blah, blah, whatever. Great, let's do that. When you're on the road, if somebody wants to cook you a home-cooked meal, you're
amazing.
like, yeah, I'm coming over immediately. Can you pick me up too? Thanks.
I know. It's such a treat to not have to go to the IHOP, which, by the way, we ate two down the street.
Yeah. So anyways, we go to their house, right? And as soon as we walk in, she has a little dog. And this little dog just comes walking right up to me, and I'm like, oh, hey. And so I pick up the dog, and I put the dog right here, and I'm not even exaggerating, joking, nothing. I felt all the heaviness melt off of me to the point where in the moment it would like I woke up to it, and I was like, whoa, how did this dog know what I needed? How did this dog know how to do that? Because I've been trying prayer, worship music, all these different things all weekend, and nothing has broken this off of me. But me just holding this animal just broke everything off. Like, how did that just happen? And I was so like blown away by that it was in that moment that I was like, oh, I need a dog.
Yeah.
Like, it's all gonna, like, the layover stress that I was thinking about, like, how do you deal with a dog on a layover? Like, all of that is gonna be worth it if this is what happens, if I get to like be light and easy and full of joy.
It's so true. I think that is 100% accurate. It's because you can't be anxious when you're petting a dog. And I always think that with Bitsy, like, every morning she comes up on our bed, and she comes up and she makes deep, meaningful eye contact, is what I say, because she
I love it when they do that. You're like, oh my God, you're looking into my soul. I love you too. I love you too. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. And they really, like, she has to look at me, and I have to look. I have to make eye contact. Otherwise, she just waits for it. And then I pet her little head, and I give her a full rub down, full scratch. Get it in. And there's something in that. You're right, that you're so present. And I think maybe that's part of it, is that when you're petting something that's so pure, like that dog has no agenda other than snacks, pets. They only exist to get pets and treats. And love. That's it. And maybe it's the openness of that creature, you know, because it's just love.
I think dogs are super heightened to spirits, right? So whether it's like dead spirit or your spirit living within you and what you need in that moment. And one trigger for my anxiety for sure is social media.
Oh, it's the worst.
Is my phone. Like, and it happens before you know it. You're just scrolling, and then all of a sudden, shit, where did I forget it? And it's just like, oh, another black man was shot. Okay, now I'm just depressed for all day, and like, it gets me. And then it's election year, so then it's politics.
And the UFOs have landed. Did you know
my God,
there's
and
UFOs
the UFOs and it's just, at this point I like tallying up how bad 2020 can get.
God,
like, let's do all the things, like murder hornets and all that kind of stuff. It's funny, I saw this funny meme when the murder hornets thing was coming out, and then somebody was like, wait, so do we buy more toilet paper? Like, how do we do it?
Do we bake? Did you bake immediately?
Oh, totally.
Everybody did.
Totally started baking.
Yeah.
But so the social media brings me anxiety, and that's one of the things.
I think that's part of the allure, because I think social media is designed to make you anxious and attracted at the same time. Because there's a lot of that FOMO, especially, this is why I love TikTok. I feel it's more of a pure thing, because the degenerates are on the talk. At least on my feed. The real fucking...
How do you get I look for your crazy... I gotta go to your Instagram to see the ones you repost. And I'm like, where does she find these?
Yeah, because it's a real... Is it egalitarian, the word I'm looking for? It's a real equal... Is that the word I'm looking for, Chris? It's equal. Anyway, the point is, it's an equal place. Nobody is trying as hard as they are on Instagram to make you think their life is better than yours. So I think that's why Instagram induces, at least in me, I go, fuck, that bitch is thinner. She's got fucking 2 kids too, but why is her hair curled? I haven't curled my hair in fucking 5 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That bitch put on makeup today. I didn't even, you know.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
So the social media gives me the anxiety.
That's
I
how
can't
it
tell
starts.
you.
So you wake up and
how many times I've been on my phone like this, just like locked in, and my dog will come and he'll do this. He'll like nudge the phone out of my hand.
I love when they do that.
And then immediately you would think like, oh, he just wants pets. Let me pet him. But what if my dog knows something I don't know, and he can sense my anxiety coming, and he's like, oh no, she about to spiral. Come on, mom. No, you about to spiral, girl. Put it down. Put it down.
100%. And then he's like, here's some hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really one of those obnoxious dog moms. I took Fief everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Because I had I remember this. So I did what's this shit called when you make them, what is it, a self-care dog? Your
emotional support?
Emotional support dog, yeah. So I was in therapy, so I'm crazy enough to have one.
Yeah.
And I asked my shrink, and she's like, yeah, you have this disorder, I can totally write the letter. And I was like, And so I put a vest on him so that people wouldn't give me shit. But then every 5 minutes, someone goes, what's your ailment? Why do you have to have one? I know.
You don't ask that.
That's what I'm saying. But people would ask me all the time, like, oh, why do you have him? And I was so embarrassed to say.
Mind your biz.
Yeah, mind your own business. And I was so embarrassed that I would tell people that I would go, I have seizures, and he can sense my seizures.
You did not. You did not.
Yes. How embarrassing is that? Yeah, such an asshole.
Oh my
I'd rather say that than
And what if they're like, me too? What medicine do you use? And you're like, oh, I don't talk medicine. Sorry.
I don't talk medicine.
I do the holistic approach.
Yeah. Like this shelter dog could, yeah. But
I feel like I would say something like,
say?
I have an urge. I have an urge to punch people in the face.
Yeah, he'll ask me questions about my ailments.
Yeah,
I know.
So that's why he calms me down. I mean, that's what I started talking about him in my act when I used to have an act, and I started talking about anxiety and just being a little more honest in my storytelling. And one of the things I would say is he's my emotional support animal because anxiety, and then I would just like talk about like what that even looks like and stuff like that in a funny way. Obviously it doesn't become a therapy session in my show, but then I would call back to it anytime like somebody would like shout out. I rarely get hecklers, but anytime there was like a drunk woo or whatever, and I would want to get in a fight. Like that's my instinct.
Some nights you do.
My instinct is to take my hoops off, and then the audience knows. They know, like, settle down, right?
Yeah.
So then it started becoming, I would ask for my dog. Like if somebody in the audience was getting on my nerves, I'd be like, where's my dog?
Sweet.
I'm about to get in a fight. Can somebody get my dog?
And they knew that.
Yeah, and they knew. And then at that point, it's funny. It's like, oh, that's her way of saying, shut up, bruh.
Yeah, you're giving me fucking agita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where my mom's at? Where my mom's wearing thongs, hitting bongs at? Raising kids, cleaning shits, need a long nap. Where my mom's at?
Where my mom's at?